This is episode 8 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Ipswich Town. We're at January 1st, 2025. It's a bloated squad and we need to sell players this winter window. Who is gonna get cut? Roll the intro! There's a lot of information to get through, so here's the recap of live streams that happened Friday and Saturday. In the recent live stream for Ipswich Town, Wesley Martina scored a goal. Absolute limbs were had. Hiddepoland was injured, meaning that he can't complete an evergreen season, and his personality remains. So we set a season goal of finishing top half of the table, but really, we want to get promoted, even if it's through the playoffs. A realistic tweak to the transfer list encouraged us to sign a few players. We'll get into the details of those players very shortly. Club performances have been very good and very consistent. We were top of the table around November time, but a slight slip before New Year means that we're currently in the playoff spots. But it's still very much all to play for. Imin was pretty horrific against Sheffield Wednesday, opening up the door to Andy Parry in the race to become our number one goalkeeper. And how did Andy Parry respond? Well, with one of the greatest individual goalkeeping performances that I've ever seen, giving him a 10 rating as a goalkeeper. I don't think I've seen that before. So that battle is done. Congratulations, Andy Parry. Commiserations, I'm in. The live stream was separated into two parts over 2 nights, so we were a bit more frivolous with the scenarios. What you need to know is that Andy Parry and Winco are doing well right now. Imin and Harry Beasley, not so much. They need to be doing better, or else they'll be shown the door. If you want to catch up on the full live stream, this one's a big one at about 5 hours long, then the link will be down in the description box. Always check Twitter because I will post it there when available. And it's Cutsy Live on Twitch if you want to catch the action as it happens. We've kept it brief on the transfers in the recap because we need to go through in more detail or else you're going to get confused. Robert Upton got sold to Tranmere Rovers. That was agreed ages ago and it finally went through on July the 1st. So Lewis Morris comes in as our new third choice goalkeeper, and he will be third choice goalkeeper even though he's got the highest overall of the 3 goalies. And with that, he gets the cursed contract personality. For the next player that we need to talk about, it's off to the free agents, Ishmael Conte. Quite nice at 62 overall, defensively astute, and I really wanted him to become a centre-back, but he didn't get the personality, that increased height. I didn't really see him as a future midfielder, so we cut ties with the lad, and I think he should actually be playing for Chelsea right now. Because for the other players that we've released, I've actually attached them to clubs. And I'm pretty sure Conte should have been at Chelsea. Back to our 36-man squad, and Naveed Abelward really did impress in the live stream. Got silky moves, really quick feet. We've come really close with Madani Ahmad having a superstar Djiboutian, but I think this guy is gonna be it. I really do believe we're looking at someone quite special for Youth Squad Legends. And this guy's personality was the Vardy. Moving down one, Francis Moan is a new player, and boy, he thick. He got the beast personality, which added the Akinfenwa body type and 20 strength. Now, we came across him because we did a little tweak on the transfer list. How it'll work is that a random selection of regens will be added to the transfer list every single year. That's the kind of pool that you work with, but if you want to buy a specific regen that you really like the looks of, you'll have to pay well over the odds because the club doesn't want to sell. It is much more realistic than what this game offers normally. So we bought Francis Moan from St Johnstone for a measly £1.1 million. What's really good about him is that he started off with the second win trait, then added that personality. He's going to be an absolute monster. Someone else with second win, Stevie Jones, coming from Manchester City. He's just another winger to add to the collection. We've got loads of wingers here. We're trying to figure out some kind of combination that will bring us success. Westberg's decent, Kamara's decent, but then what have we got outside of those two? That was a £1.8 million signing. Pretty sure this lad had the mathematician personality that added 10 on positioning, 5 on reactions, and +1 to all other mentals Not a bad personality to have. Recently joining up with the first team from the youth academy, Vincenzo Ordino. Yet another winger. We're testing them all out. This guy wouldn't stand a chance if he didn't have power free kick. And his personality, the Swaz, also adds outside of the foot shot and swerve pass. Then we go down to the striker, Jordi Eind. Joining us at 6'1" initially, Jordi became a stretchy. And he's now at a towering 6'6". So we needed someone different to Belchior, and Ein definitely gives us additional height if we ever need it in a game. The last live stream was full of big moments for Winco that's pushed him ahead of Yaroslav Grizib and gave him this positive scenario. This player has a cheeky takeaway when advised not to, but it's had a positive effect on his attitude, +1 potential. I see that Choi Hyun is still here. No, he doesn't have a part to play in the first team. We've just got him out of the youth academy, ready to transfer to another club. That's all for now from the squad hub. We'll be back shortly. So many wingers will need to make decisions. I'd like you to meet our new scout, the 5-star Das Bost from Luxembourg. He's scouting San Marino. He's already found this guy, Gabriel Ugolini, who is 6'2". He will get a chance in the first team. Anybody with height, like Kyriakos Luka here, will get chances in the first team. I think we also have a South Korean, currently a striker, but actually turning into a centre-back. Lee Sung-ju or Joe answers down in the comments section. And then for everybody else, I guess we just play it by ear. I do like the look of this guy's potential. Really high at 81 to 94. He's got finesse shot, but he can't finish. It's difficult to mix the requests of fans of this series. Of course, there's a lot of people wanting me to develop characters in the first team. That's kind of the beauty of Youth Squad Legends. But also, I do hear the guys that want me to constantly scout in the Youth Academy. Just understand that those two kind of clash with one another. I'll try and make it happen, but it's very difficult to integrate that seamlessly. It's Battle of the Wingers. We won't see Westberg or Kamara today. For this game, we got Jonsko and Azalea fighting it out amongst themselves. Ipswich against Lincoln City. Between these two wingers, you've got Azalea, who's probably better currently, and then Jonsko, who definitely has the highest ceiling. So what do you want? Someone to make an impact now or in the future? Nice. Passing the slide tackle there. I do apologise for Lincoln City's away shirt. I did think it was a lot darker than this in the main menus. Under floodlights, it's quite bright. They're quite samey. Belchior should have been there. He's one that's probably annoyed through this season as the manager picks him to play against the 5-man defences. In some news that might surprise you, because it surprised me when I found out, Studnitsky has a... Okay, Andy Parry just let that clip the bar. Studnitsky has a higher overall than Hidapalan now. And that is really bad news for Hidapaland. His injury is going to cost him his Ipswich Town career. He's still got the horrible personality. We'll be essentially looking over our shoulder every single season, trying to make targets to keep him happy. We finally got a scout that understands that height is pretty essential for centre-backs. Some of Hida's performances at the back end of last season were astounding. But can I visualise all of my other centre-backs having breakout sessions like that? Yes. This is a defensively sound team, and all you need to do to find that out is look at Andy Parry's clean sheet record. He is number 1 in the league at the moment. I think it's time to spice it up from the bench. Just over 20 minutes to go. Throw Orling on the right hand side and Jake Kelly on the left. The difference is so slight between Jonsko and Azalea that you have to look at potential. Jonsko might have just won this. Yeah, the referee blows full time. Horrific. 0-0. Totally forgettable. Let's move on. Jonsko is safe. Azalea adding to the transfer list. I think we're also putting Jake Kelly on the transfer list, because if you compare him to another recent external signing, Stevie Jones, he gets beaten in almost every important area. So there's the first couple of decisions down. Harry Beasley looks like he's going to be loaned out to Girona. Jesus Cabrera's gone out on loan. Loan offers do help as well. This is Lee Seung-jo becoming a centre-back, moving to 53 overall. Lots of rotation away away against Charlton Athletic. This will be one of 2 chances Ordino has to impress. If he doesn't impress by the end of this episode, he's gone. What he really needs is a free kick. If he bashes in a free kick, he'll get everyone on side. Get it over. That's Grizib into Westberg! Not the best of finishers, but it'll do. Just under the goalkeeper. If you've ever tried a youth squad legends yourself, you'll know exactly what I mean by this. Ordino is feeling like a very typical player that's just come out of the youth academy. Not like he's getting dominated, and his first touch seems rather solid, rather sound. This could be Westberg's. Running onto it. Grizib. Yeah. Oh, nice back heel. Tagay's felt solid. We really need to give this guy more chances, man. That would be a waste of a good player if we let him rot in the reserves. Mark Tagay. Keeper might come out for this one. Oh, yes. I'm in. Looking far more sharp than what he did in the live stream. We got too narrow there. Wiseman Kitam still trying to learn defensive positioning. I mean, that was awful. Thankfully, we pushed up just in time. It's called offside. Yeah, I've got a better vision now of what we're going to do with these wingers, because Ordino, I think, has done enough already in one game to suggest that he has got potential. He has got something special about him. There's Grizib. Nice goal, lad. Go on, Tagay. What a monster. What a monster. Go on, lad. Very comfortable, and some nice goal scorers in there as well. Players that might have been forgotten about if we didn't give them chances. The FA Cup's rolling into town a little bit later than normal, the 11th of January. Benedict Arling moving back to central midfielder. It'll take 2 weeks. Stats, he's played 19 times, which is good. We're on course here to give him a new contract by the end of the season. In other positional change news, you might have seen it, Alpha Kamara has turned into a left winger. Centre mid then, Wes Morris McKenzie. He's been a very good player for his first team, not having a great season this season, but we're ignoring it for now. Eibner is our best central midfielder, there's no doubt about that. Beasley, I think, is our worst. He's currently being approached by Girona on loan. Francis Moan, because of his personality, he's going to be a beast all the way through the series. Abel Ward looks magic. Tagay has some serious potential about him. He's only 57 overall, but every time I play with him, he feels great. There's numbers there already. It's going to be very difficult for Beasley or Cabrera to come back from this, in all honesty. Let's get Hidapaland on the transfer list as well. And I tell you what, I'm in on the loan list. If we can get him a loan, that would be great for him. Cameron Ferguson has jumped all the way up to 71 overall. Damn, he's at 91 agility. I mean, Lamin Seka's at 74. I beg your pardon. That makes him our highest overall player. I actually love Das Bost. He's got 6'1", 6'2", 6 foot. Unfortunately, nobody that I'm interested in signing, but he's made a great first impression as a scout. Harry Beasley has got the 2-year loan deal to Girona. We'll send Das Boss to get some Lithuanian talent. First team out, wouldn't mind getting to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Let's see, Port Vale beating us 2-0. Braunschweig interested in Hidapaland. They're already over the market value. I think we can push this up a little bit more, to be honest, to near enough £2 million. Hopefully they are willing to negotiate. So £2 million, and they have accepted it. I think that's a good deal. That's a very good deal. Handshakes, and Hidapaland is leaving Ipswich. I can't believe what I'm saying. What a shame that he got that injury. Next out the door, looks like it's going to be Jake Kelly to Real Oviedo. Market value between 1.35 and 2 million. It's only 1.5 on the table. Let's see if we can push this also up to 2 million, or maybe like 1.7, which has been accepted. So 1.7 for Jake Kelly, 2 million for Hidapaland. Belchior breathing a sigh of relief on the bench as we face up against another 5-man defence, but it'll be Jordi Ein to try and bully his way through. Don't actually need to see him for a secondary game, but I did promise him 2 games, Ordino. So Ipswich Town against Morecambe. Trevor Westberg actually with a target in the box. Can't get over the defender, but he'll still be a target from this corner kick. Jordi Ein, he's got to be there, hasn't he? Surely, with a 6'6" frame. The header goes wide. A 1-2 between Ordino and Eind. Westberg should be open for us. It's not the best of passes, Westberg starts moving inwards now. Yes, Tagai! Oh, doesn't get that one right. He's on. This is going to be an important save. Parried by Andy Parry. We'll get some of the more experienced players on to win us this game. It is only Morecambe after all. I'm sorry, Morecambe fans. I think at this point in the save, we should be beating you. That is a free kick, though. Wesley Martino nibbling a bit too much. Stockton into a dangerous area. Is it Okamura again? Okan, go on, mate. It's going to be difficult to decide between Okamura and Tagai for that positive scenario at the end of the episode. They've both had great episodes. Jordi Hines scores thanks to the assist, the through ball from Trevor Westberg. He gets up on the advertising boards as if he wasn't big enough. I have no reason now to change the squad unless this goes in. Here comes the ball. Oh, I thought Martina had this. For a second, looked like he was stooping down for a header. I don't really know how I've not been able to stop the goal, the equaliser. It's a disappointment, isn't it? And probably what I deserve for saying bad things about Morecambe Football Club. You don't really need to hear any of this, Mr. or Mrs. Reporter. All you need to know is that we tried to clear our lines, but it was aimless. It wasn't going up to our front three. It was just going straight back to Morecambe. And that meant a continual cycle of pressure that was eventually going to break. The merry-go-round of Benedict Erling is turned into a central midfield player. Again, we'll simulate this match away against MK Dons, and it was a good choice to simulate as Belchior grabs us a winner after the Maurice McKenzie opener. 3 messages, it's Kelly and Hidapaland on their ways. We say goodbye to Kelly, but mostly big thanks to Hidapaland for all his services to the club. It's a shame that he had that personality, but finally this club has some tall players amongst its ranks, and we don't really need to rely on someone that toxic anymore. Shrewsbury against Ipswich Town. Quick sim, that's a 2-1 loss. Who scored for us? Yon score! Has a little ring to it, doesn't it? Who scored for us? Yon score. Ayman has agreed a short-term loan deal with Huddersfield. Good move for him. Good move for us. Grizib might be going to Sion. Hang on, is Braunschweig where Hidapaland went? They are genuinely trying to raid us for centre-backs. His release clause is 4.4 million. You have to keep an eye on that. And that is your lot. February the 1st, we've got a game straight away against Wigan. I'm so pleased for Ayman. That's a great loan for him. Azalay's still around, but not for long. All of a sudden, it looks manageable at 32 players, doesn't it? And right on time, I'm pretty sure he started out this episode as a 15-year-old, but Ugolini has turned 16, so let's get him into the first team. We have this lovely-looking Cypriot goalkeeper, 82 to 92 potential, meaning that Bruno Lopez, does he have a part to play? Probably not. Let's release him. Should have promoted him to the first team. Well, he's gone for good. Bye-bye. Lee Martin certainly doesn't cut the mustard. Luca looks like he could be a great wide centre-back with his high attacking work rate. We'll bring him up. It'll be a 6 months of testing out new centre-backs and see what works, see what doesn't. Very much looking forward to it. Development plan on Kyriakos Luka to turn into a centre-back. That'll only be 2 weeks. And Lee Martin, goodbye. I thought the episode was going to be shrouded in mystery, but it turned out to be a lot clearer. Made my decisions quite easy. Let's go to the scenarios for this episode. Here's something. Wesley Martinez going to get the negative scenario. He was full of mistakes today. He wasn't the normal Wesley Martino. This player sees the light. Oh, wait, no. It's someone shining the torch. -1 potential, -3 vision. And the positive one goes to Mark Tagai. This player watches Cutsi's Tires Patange series +2 in all mental attributes. If you haven't watched that series, the FM series on the Extra channel, I suggest you do because it is a good watch if you like chilled out Football Manager content. Hey, what a shameless plug that was. Gabriel Ugolini is the conspiracy theorist, and Kyriakos Luka is the body of glass. No good start to a centre-back's career, that. After finishing off the edit for this video, I've decided to include the transfer history, just so it's easier for you guys to comprehend what's happening happening with the club. I'm sure it's appreciated. Pause till your heart's content. Assess what I've done. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. I do apologise that it's taken so long to get out. Next couple of weeks are a little bit busy, especially the weekends. We'll try and get the next episode of the Ipswich Town Youth Squad Legends out by Friday. I guess it's a heads up, just a word of warning. If I don't upload for a couple of days, don't start panicking. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like down below. Press the subscribe button if you're not subscribed around here yet, and the bell icon for mobile notifications. Never miss an upload. Big thanks to everybody on the right hand side supporting me financially on Patreon. If you want to do the same, you can do with the link down in the description box. You can see the rewards below my webcam here. Right then, see you next time. Bye bye. Whoa, look at you, you've made it to the end of the video. You deserve something very special. Maybe a cookie. Or a medal. I don't know. I can't really afford thousands of cookies or thousands of medals. Definitely not thousands of medals. No, that's definitely out of my price range.